Can you hear me now? Okay. My name's Ken Brennan. I have a repair shop in town called Tire Country. I served for 10 years on a board of ed at the town of Ellington, my hometown. Thanks. I know how hard it is. So appreciate it. I'll try to be as quick as I can. I received a couple weeks ago in the mail a registered letter notifying me of a random personal property tax audit for my business in Enfield. I've been here 37 years. I probably have well over 100,000 customers served. I've paid my taxes the whole time. I find it odd that I came up with a random personal property tax audit. I know you can't answer my questions tonight, but hopefully maybe you'll get back to me with what policies and procedures you have for the word random, how that comes about. And if you have any policies and procedures, you might want to revisit them and figure out how to actually go through the proper process, because an outside of the town firm was hired to come look. I'm a little nervous also for retribution and everything else, but I started here in 1986, my senior year of college, because Alan Tracy and the Troianos took a risk on a kid who was broke to put him in business. They gave me a building. It was outfitted so I could run it with sweat equity because I had no nickels to rub together. And 37 years later, here I am. I think it's probably my turn to give back to some of the younger guys in town. So I want to address some of the things I see wrong with how this personal property tax audit is happening. The letter that came specifically asked for things that I don't think you should have the right to have. They wanted a trial balance sheet that expressly on my tax returns for my business of what I was spending my money on. What I spend my money on and the risks I take personally and financially with via insurance or who I borrow money from is none of the town's business. The town's business is, what do I have in town that's taxable? And do I pay my taxes on those things? They don't need my personal or my business tax returns for that. They also wanted a copy of my personal property insurance declaration page. Again, the risks I take to insure or not insure and how I pay for that has no effect on what property I have in Enfield that I need to pay my property tax on in Enfield. Earlier I said that I was given a building. I rented a building ready to go into business. This firm from Cheshire came in. They were wonderful ladies. They were very polite, very nice. They came in and they took pictures of things in my building. My building has been there for over 70 years. It was a gas station prior to me being there. It had tanks, it had pumps, it had lifts, it had machines and equipment with which to operate, all of which is still there. And now they're taking pictures of it, thinking it's my personal property. It was built into your assessor's valuation of the building because it was a gas station. So I don't have the results of it yet, but based on how the transactions and my interaction with the people that came out, it seems like needs to be some policies and procedures on the firms that you hire to do this, because they're asking for things that personally I don't think you need, nor do I think should be out in the public realm. You're not the IRS. You're paying. You ask us to pay for our property tax stuff. Also, in my particular situation, I haven't bought a piece of equipment in 22 years, I think it is. Good luck finding the valuation of that equipment. The IRS only asked me to keep my original invoices for 7 years. If I have to look this information up and try to find, I'm not sure I'd even be able to duplicate the original invoices to offset whatever numbers they come up with. I got my tax accountant involved, which cost me quite a bit of money to get this summary of information they're looking for. And he said, is this for the town assessor? I said, no, it is for the town assessor, but it's for a private firm. And his exact statement to me was, oh, they get paid based on a commission for increase in taxes. Best look at your policies and procedures and give them some direction as to what they're supposed to be doing. I can be reached at my shop. If anybody needs my phone number, they can feel free to call me. But I think you've got some issues that you need to look at. with my experience of the policies and procedures, maybe there isn't any, maybe they're not being followed, but this is a pretty cumbersome thing I've had to go through, and I really would like to know what was random about my tax returns. So, thank you.
Thank you. Okay, next.